They present a lot of challenges, not only with their scheme and what they do and how their coordinator calls the game. They got great talent at all their skill positions. I mean, the running backs are horses. The Washington kid, he's a very physical back, and he's just been very productive throughout the course of his career. We got a couple of young backs that are also very talented, highly recruited guys. The receiving core is really a complete core. I know there was question marks going in because they didn't know if 16 was going to be eligible, and he got eligible in camp, and that guy just complements all the other guys in the receiving core. So having that extra facet has just made them and you can see they all play really well together. They're running a lot more like 5-out schemes in terms of like true air raid principle like concepts, and you can tell he's just coached really well. He sight adjusts well. He plays the different. He plays his reads and just takes it. It's the type of offense going to take what you give them. They very rarely force the ball, and when they do, it's because of a matchup. So, we gotta be very sound in what we're doing this week, and we got to make sure we play a very sound game on the road.
How similar is it to when you were at Washington State and the offense that was run there?
Not so. I mean, there's different coordinators right now may be part of an air raid system, but they put their own spin and their own kind of flavor to it. And being with Eric Morris, who's now at North Texas, he was our offensive coordinator. He did some of Leach's stuff because he played for Coach Leach and then coached with him. But he did his own things as well. Like, he had his own wrinkles on the offense, and I think the offensive coordinator for Baylor, he does his own wrinkles as well. I mean, we faced him 3 years ago at Cal. I'd say his passing game's, different than it was 2 years ago. Some similar qualities, but it's just different because he has better personnel at Baylor than he had at Cal. I think just overall on offense, and so it's going to be a challenge for us.
Coach, Michael Trigg is a lot like Shimon in terms of body build. He's all Big 12 caliber. He might be an NFL draft pick. What challenges is he going to present your defense?
Yeah, big body, former high school basketball player. A guy who knows he has great catch radius. He knows how to create separation, and has all the tricks in terms of the offensive guys getting separation late, especially when he's covered. And he's a guy that presents a lot of challenges for us. I mean, big, rangy, and he runs like a wideout.
Coach, with Brooke winning Big 12 Defensive Player of the Week, Sam just talked about how he's growing as a leader, at least within the council, and growing kind of as the defensive voice, maybe along with X. What have you kind of just seen with him, you and Coach Cooper, and seeing just his growth, not only on, but specifically off the field?
I'm not going to lie. It's what we've expected out of Crook to put that kind of complete game together his whole career since he's been here. And, that was what our 17th game with Crook. And, he went into last season. Actually, he didn't play the first couple of games or the first game of the season. And, that was really the most complete game that he's put together. And that's what we expect out of him. That's what we've seen at camp. We've seen those flashes of greatness from him. And, he cares a lot. And, he's a guy that's, he's ready for whatever, whenever. And, he's that, like I said, he's that guy you want to call at 2 o'clock in the morning if you need help. I mean, he's all about this program, all about football, all about, he brings it every day. So we couldn't be happier the way he's playing right now.
As non-conference comes to an end, are you pleased with the way the defense played the first 3 weeks of the year?
I really like the consistency that we played, especially after the first quarter of the Mississippi State game, except save for a few plays in between. You know what I mean? And we played consistent defense, and defense is different than offense. And if you give up a big play for a touchdown and you play 50 good snaps of football, those are the plays that you remember. So we're constantly trying to reemphasize our fundamentals, what to do, how to do, and why we're doing it. And defense is different than offense. I mean, you play 50 plays on offense and not be happy with it, score 5 touchdowns on explosive plays, and you're great. Defense. If you don't get them off the field or get the ball back, it's not a good thing for defense. Offense, doesn't work. Punt, and we'll get back to it next series. You know what I mean? So just don't turn the ball over. So it's just a different mentality. So we're really hard on ourselves, and we're really trying to manage those details.
But with all the experience you had coming back, do you feel that experience has showed up so far this season?
Yeah, I do, and I really think because of the depth and a testament to the depth. I mean, Xavier Alford not starting the first game here with me the last 16 games. Boogie Wilson coming in. This guy's a junior, his third year playing college football. He redshirted, then he played, and he's playing now. And him and the way he played, it's just testament to the depth that we have and really the culture in our program. So, hopefully, if some guy goes down, it's plug in and play for the next guy. It's next man up mentality.
Ryan, have you coached a game at Baylor before?
I have not.
What do you know about Waco and that stadium?
Not a lot. I took we did a walkthrough there when I was in college. Back when it was like a turf field, and I think I still have a turf burn from that field. But it's been a long time since I've been in that stadium. But I know a lot of great players have played there. They got a great tradition there. Had some great coaches through there, and some really good coaches there right now. So, excited for that atmosphere.
Coach, Jacob and CJ have both continued to be game wreckers when it comes to run stopping and just absolutely breaking the line of scrimmage wide open. How do you expect them to attack Baylor, and how much confidence do you have in them to get the job done against Bryson?
Yeah, those guys can play with anybody in the country, and they've shown it. Those are two very experienced guys. We also have depth at D tackle, and hopefully we can add to that depth this week. Maybe we'll watch the film. We'll see if we can get Zach back this week. So we're really happy with that room and how the way they're playing, and those guys are the two horses in that room. And those guys, we play on defense as those two guys play.
So 5 sacks, 10 tackles for loss. This is more like it.
Yeah, this is where we want to be. We want to continue to affect the quarterback, and we got to change the pictures for quarterbacks, and maybe give them picture and be able to do everything out of those same pictures. That's just what we do. That's our defense. So you can get any coverage, out of those same looks. So we're just trying to emphasize that, not to give any tips to our opponents.
There you go. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.